Hello, I'm Green.
I'm purple.
Welcome back, Green Purple. Back playing Dead Space 2. We're going down into the church. Church.
Church floor.
You stop it. You stop it. No. 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 Ah! Everyone, calm down. Oh God! Just stop it! Everything's fine. Will you not? Guys, I thought that thing was alive again. I was like, stop it!
Why would you die?
Okay, I think we're okay now. And then that explodey voice still just comes out. No.
Like, oh, there it was.
Found it.
Or should we say it found us? Okay. Okay.
You stop that.
Is this church haunted? I think it's haunted.
Pretty sure every church is haunted by now.
Okay, so I've been playing for like the past 2 weeks, I think. Metopia.
Oh, yeah?
And the game freaking sucks.
Yeah?
It does. It is the worst JRPG I've ever played in my entire
I didn't even
life.
realize it was a JRPG.
Yeah, it's like, I guess you... It's RPG-ish. And, you know, turn-based battles and stuff like that. But it still keeps the whole me thing going where you're like, you know, you can make your own Miis and put them as these characters.
Right.
And, but it's just... I liked one review I read of it where the person said, like, there's not really much of a game here. And I was like, yeah, there isn't. When you're in the dungeons or in the stages of the game, all you're doing is just watching your Miis move forward, and you don't even control that. It's automated.
Oh, so it's one of those RPGs where it's just like Patapon, but an RPG kind of, with no rhythm.
And when you're in battles, it's freaking... I hate this. You only control your person. Your teammates are automated, what they do, which I hate. And I know, like, oh, Persona 3 did that, and I understand. And I hated that Persona 3 did that, but I'm glad they updated it. And,
Yeah, in Portal version you can.
Yeah, I'm just like, I hated that aspect of it. I don't like it when you're playing. That's one of my pet peeves. I don't like playing an RPG where you can't control your party. Uh-oh. Gonna have to use stasis on that.
Get out of here. But that one. No, same thing. Yeah, and one also, Persona 3 came out like 20 years ago almost. Yeah. Or not 20, but at least like 15.
Oh, there we go again.
Oh, there we go. And it's like they realized that it wasn't a great design choice, so they fixed it in the later version of the game, and they didn't have it in any of like the sequels. But like this is a modern game.
I would wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said
but
wait.
I wanted to try it.
I said wait, and you still went. God dang it, Austin.
Well, at that point, I just wanted to die, because otherwise I'm just going to have to waste a health pack.
But yeah, it's like... the game's... In the first area, the first world that you're in, it's like it's funny, it's quirky, and I like that aspect of it. It's pretty funny making the King Reggie, like Nintendo's
Reggie.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, and making Dr. Robotnik like a freaking genie. That's hilarious.
So it's like that one game where you could like have all the Miis act out like random stuff and everything.
Yeah, I think.
What was it called again? I didn't think it had me in it. It was like some
Tomodachi Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's like an RPG now.
Yeah.
It's just not a very good RPG.
Yo, yeah, it's terrible. Because another aspect of it, and I have, like, my friend is watching this, and he'll know, because I've been complaining to him about it a lot, and we've both been like, really? That's so incredibly frustrating. And he's impressed I'm still going along with it. But I'm like, I mean, I've gotten this far, I gotta beat it.
I might as well at this point. Yeah, there definitely is a point with games where it's like, after you've put in enough time into it, it's like, even if it's awful now, I have to beat it, otherwise I've just wasted my time.
It's just such a boring game. It's so boring. And like, I guess like the only things I'll give it that I like are A, it's quirky, and B, the soundtrack's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it.
They blew the budget on that. Hey now.
Also, some of the enemies, I'm just like, did you guys even try with this? Because there are a few enemies in the game that like are very creative, and I like their design and stuff like that. But then there's other ones where I'm like, really? One's just a bomb, and it's called Bomb, and it's just a bomb, like a cartoonish bomb with eyes on it. Because the antagonist is like stealing people's faces and putting them on monsters.
This is a goblin.
No, there is a goblin.
I would imagine. It's... Oh, Nicole, come on now. No, Nicole, you gotta stop this. You okay? Isaac, you gotta stop this.
It's all in your head.
Yeah, I feel like... okay.
Bullshit haunted.
With RPGs, like, you have to try really hard to make it unique and, like, interesting, because it's so easy for them to fall into just, like, you know, that kind of repetitive loop of, like, there's a goblin and you gotta get them, and then, oh, you got him, and now you gotta get the other one.
They could literally make it better if they just let you control your party members. There's so much more, like, creativity you could go into the battles if you just let us do that.
No, can't do it. Can't do it.
Because it sucks even more, because there are parts of the game, and this really tilted me, there are parts of the game where your party will get split into two.
Okay.
And whatever half of your team doesn't have your character, your main character, that's pretty much just, you're just watching that half of the team go through the dungeon, and whenever they get into a fight, you're just hoping and praying they're not dumb enough to die, because you don't control them.
So you're just watching?
Yeah, you're literally just watching it. That's all you're doing. And it's incredibly frustrating, because one of the like major boss fights, I got to one part, and he stole like one of my team members' faces.
Okay.
And when your face is stolen, you can't do anything. And he took our faces and put them on two of his minions. And so, like, if we want to get our faces back, defeat the minions. Unfortunately, the other two members that you have, which are the computers, they don't understand that. And I was literally waiting like 20 turns for them to figure out that, hey, maybe you should attack the minions and not the Dark Lord, so that we can get our faces back and help contribute to the fight.
Nah. At least in, like, Persona 3, you had, like, some ways of, like, kind of, like,
yes,
you know, controlling. I mean, you didn't have direct control, which was annoying, but, like, you had some ways. What?
That didn't finish.
It was fine. It was close enough. But yeah, like, I also didn't like in Persona 3 that, like, you didn't have control over all of them. But, like, it gave you most of the time enough. I would say that it was, like, it didn't happen super often that you were, like, one of your party members was doing something where you was, like, actively working against you. Mm-hmm. But every once in a while it would happen. But with this, it sounds like pretty frequently they're just doing stuff where you're like, no, don't do that. Sounds like a good time.
It's not. And it sucks too, because I was like, because Okay, another design aspect that I don't like about it. Once you beat like the first area, because you'll get like 3 other team members, right?
Right.
You beat the first area, and right when you're about to go to the second area, the Dark Lord will come by, steal your party members, and revert you back to level 1.
What?
And then once you finish the second area and you get 3 new party members, he does it again. Takes your party members, reverts you back to level 1. And you have to choose a new class. You can't choose the one that you were already using. You have to do a new one. And he does this like one more time. And then during the 4th area, you actually get all your party members back. And then the game lets you freely choose what class you are.
And what is the point of this?
I don't know. I don't know what the point of it is. And at first I was like, well, this is stupid. Because by the time I get all my party members back, I'm like, I'm just going to use my original 3. Because these are the ones I feel most comfortable with. And this team actually works. Plus, there are 12 classes in the game. And like 5 of them suck. 5 of them are pretty much just, hey, it's this class, but crappier.
Well, that's fun.
And it's even... This is where I draw the line here. The revival spells, the spells that revive a party member when they're down, there's a chance that they won't work.
They put a chance on the revival spell?
Yes.
That's... Okay.
I was like, why? Which doesn't help because there are certain enemies, now they're rare, but there are a few enemies where they only have 1 attack, but that attack does 999 points of damage to a person, so it just instantly kills someone.
And then you might not be able to revive them.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're having a great time, Caleb.
I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of it. What was I saying?
Well, it's like, I played Witcher 3, or not Witcher 3. I liked Witcher 3 a lot. I played Witcher 1, which is pretty outdated, in my opinion, by today's standards. So, like, there's a lot of design choices in that game that make it kind of a slog. But I would say, for the most part, I enjoyed more.
The Tuckers.
Yeah,
Stalkers.
I think they're called lurkers, maybe. I don't remember exactly.
You were saying?
But for the most part, like, I don't think I would play it again, but I don't regret playing it the first time. But, like, this sounds like one of those games where it's like...
Oh,
I mean, we already established that, like, the reason you're still playing is because, like, you've already invested enough time into it, but... Definitely not one of those ones where it sounds like there's very many redeeming qualities.
No.
At least from a gameplay perspective.
And you're dead.
I am dead. I need to kind of like back up and try and keep them all coming from the same direction, because these guys are most dangerous whenever you're kind of like in the middle of them, because then while you're taking care of one of them, there's another one running up behind you. Oh god, I'm gonna have to go grab all the stuff. Okay, I'll grab all the stuff again in between episodes, and when we come back, we'll be fighting them again. Bye, everybody.
See ya.